What's up, guys? This is Rick from Manga. Today I'm going to be doing a June to July of 2020 manga haul video. I will say I've read the most of these because I don't just get one huge box in the mail. Periodically I gradually pick these up. So yeah, up first we have Gantz. This is the Omnibus Volume 2 from Dark Horse. I have binge read the first one. Right when I finished, I decided to pick up everything else that was released in these omnibus formats. So I picked up Omnibus 2. I picked up Omnibus 3. And 5. This is all that's been released in the omnibus format. I think overall there's 37 volumes for this, so these are the first 15. I think the 6th omnibus will come out in August if it's not pushed out. I'm definitely going to keep picking these up. It is the craziest thing I have read in manga ever. It's about these two guys. Well, the story starts out with these two guys and they get they die. Right? And I'm not going to be spoiling anything here. But anyway, they appear in this room. There's big black orbs in front of him, and he's pretty much like, your life is mine. You gotta fight to get your lives back, and that's exactly what they do. They fight these aliens, and there's like all these weird aliens, dinosaurs that are aliens, there's vampires, there's all grades of stuff. So yeah, if you're into that type of stuff, I highly recommend it. It's definitely one of the most violent and weird things that I've read in a while, and it's just so entertaining. That's about all I'll say there. So yep. Up next we have One Punch Man, Volume 9. I have not read this yet because I thought I had Volume 8 and I didn't. So yeah, I was an idiot and picked up the wrong volume. But hey, I'll pick up the 8th one eventually and read this one. The artwork alone is worth it. So yeah. Then we have Mob Psycho 100, Volume 5. This is released by Dark Horse. It's about this boy who's a psychic, and he's also kind of an idiot. And it is one of the funniest things I have read. The art style I know isn't for everybody, but I think it adds to the humor. I'm definitely going to keep picking these up. I think there's 16 volumes total, so I think we have 11 more volumes to go. Alright, up next, I have I Am a Hero. This is the second omnibus. I read the first one, had mixed feelings about it, but the ending of the first kind of kept me guessing what would happen. So I picked this up and we'll see how it goes. I haven't read it yet. I'm just saving it for a rainy day. Then we have 20th Century Boys, the perfect edition from Viz. This is the 8th volume, which collects the 15th and 16th volume of the series. So we'll have 3 more of these perfect editions until we're complete. Love me some Naoki Urasawa. I think this is, from what I've read so far, I do think this is the best thing that I've read that he's put out, and I'm looking to continue the series. Alright, up next we have What a Wonderful World, Volume 1 by Inio Asano. This is released by Viz in their signature editions. I have not read this, but I've heard great things. Kinda got in the Asano kick and read the next 2 that I have here and decided to pick this one up. Went ahead and got the second one, and it's on its way. So yeah, looking forward to that one. Then we have Downfall by Inio Asano. I've already put out a review on this one. It's a very, 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 very dark slice of life from him, and the artwork was great. Have mixed feelings about it, but that's okay. Overall, I thought it was a good read, and definitely glad I picked it up. Then I have Sullinan by Inio Asano as well. This is all in one. I read this one. It's about this girl who is recently out of college, I believe. She starts a job and she just hates her life and she tries to change things around. It's a little depressing, but it's also a very great story overall. And at the end, it ends up having a happy ending. So it was a very, very good read. And I'm not gonna lie, I did think it was overhyped a little bit, but still, this is a really great manga. So I do recommend this one. And this is definitely something, like if you're looking to get into Inio Asano, I would definitely start out with Sullinan and then work into some of his other works like Goodnight Poon Poon or Downfall. Okay, up next we have All You Need Is Kill. Apparently there was a movie released that was based off this manga that Tom Cruise was in. Not the biggest Tom Cruise fan, but still I think it's pretty cool. Manga Noob put out a pretty great video about this, reviewing it. He said he read it all in one sitting and he couldn't put it down, and honestly that's what I'm looking for when I'm trying to pick up a manga, so I'm definitely looking into getting into this one. Then we have Golden Kamuy, Volume 1. I've read all of these volumes so far that have been released for Golden Kamuy, and it's definitely one of my favorite ongoing series right now. It's set in the early 1900s, and these guys are looking for some gold, and there's like all these people that have tattoos on their bodies, and that when you have all the tattoos, they form a map that leads you to some gold. And it's so much more than that at the same time. There's a lot of historical elements, a lot of cooking. You get to learn a lot of cultural aspects. So I'd highly, highly recommend this one. I was kind of skeptical at first when I heard other people talking about it, but I don't know, I spent $3 for the Shonen Jump app, and I binge read all of these in like a day or two, and then I turned around and bought it. So I do love this. I probably have this right behind Vinland Saga, my current ongoing series, and I'm not counting Berserk or Vagabond because I know they're not completed, but they're not in the same category as ongoing when it comes to Vinland Saga or Golden Kamuy. So yeah. So I got the first volume, the 15th volume, and the 16th volume, and this is the last one that has been released. I don't know if it was last month. It was either end of June or beginning of July, but I'm all caught up here and looking forward to picking up more of these and see how the story unfolds. Okay, up next we have The Drifting Classroom Volume 2. This is an older manga that was released by Viz in their Perfect editions. It's absolutely stunning. I don't think they're bound, but it's definitely one of the best releases you can get. Like, the paper quality is top notch, and I'm very happy to have these. So I picked up the second one, and then I also picked up the third one, and there's only 3 volumes to this, and all the spines end up making a picture. I've done a review out there on this, so if you're interested in it, go out there and check it out. It's about these I don't know if they're middle school or high school. I think they're middle school, and their school disappears, and they're in some barren wasteland. They're trying to figure out what happened and how to survive and how to get back home. It's really, really great. There's a lot of death. It's really gruesome. And I don't remember I was nowhere near as smart as these kids were in this book in middle school, so I definitely would have died, but it was still funny to see how the story unfolds here. I think it's a pretty great pandemic read too, honestly. So yeah. Then I picked up Tekkon Concrete. This is also released by Viz, and I saw a review from Zach from Uchu Shelf, and he just raved about this. He said it was like his favorite manga. I picked this up and I read it over the past week, and I enjoyed it. At first I was kind of skeptical because I thought the art style wasn't really for me, but as I continued reading it, it was really, really good, and I actually really appreciated the artwork. It's about these two boys, black and white, and they live in this town called, I think it's called Treasure Town, and they like fight all these people. There's black and white there. They like fighting these people, and whether they're Yakuza or what, but it was really funny and really, really different. I highly recommend it. And then second to last, we have Berserk Deluxe Edition Volume 5. These are 3-in-1s, all released by Dark Horse. Hardback, bound. This collects volumes 13 through 15. So this finishes up the Golden Age arc, which a lot of people consider the Golden Age arc to be the best in all of manga. I definitely love it. I'm gonna have to reread it. I will say though that for any of you that have watched or read Game of Thrones, and you get to the Red Wedding and your mind's just blown, Game of Thrones has nothing on Berserk. There's some parts at the end of the 4th Deluxe Edition and the beginning of the 5th that put the Red Wedding and Game of Thrones to shame. Like, it's really, really wild. But I definitely love, this is a fantasy manga, and it is on the darker side. But overall, it's absolutely stunning. I highly recommend this. And then lastly, I got the Akira 35th anniversary box set. This is released by Kodansha, and they're all hardcover, bound. Here, let me take one out. Have dust jackets on them. It's really, really nice. I'm kind of late to the game here, but it took me forever to find this, and they actually reprinted these, and they had a pretty good price on Right Stuff. But all of the actual hardcovers have a different artwork on it. The paper quality is thick. They do have color pages at first. Definitely a thicker paper. You can see through it a little bit at some points, but I got this last Thursday. Today is Saturday, and I've already read the first 5 volumes. This is definitely one of my favorite reads of 2020. Haven't read the 6th volume. If it's anything like the first 5, this is probably going to be one of my favorite series that I have. I highly recommend this. Really thrilled to get that. I don't know how long it's staying in print. I know Right Stuff's already sold out of it again. But I highly recommend Akira. It's fantastic. But yeah, that wraps up everything for my June and July manga haul. If you have any recommendations, please let me know. What have you been reading recently that you've loved? If you like this video, please smash like and subscribe. I'm definitely going to be putting some more videos out there. Thank you so much for watching.